What is up? Alright, today will be a quick update on the Focus ST on the Sidewinder kit. Now that it's pretty much done, and I'm looking for other things to do, other projects, or just more to do to the car for the meantime. But I thought it would be good to go over a price list on the car and pretty much everything I've done to the car in the past year. So we will get into it. This is a 2017 Ford Focus ST. And these are going to be in no order, but I'm going to start with the Sidewinder kit first and how much that was. So, Sidewinder kit was and that's for the intake or crossover pipe and the manifold. So those two were $1,200. And if you think that I did these welds, you're fucking crazy. But yeah, so that was $1,200. I'll take this off so we can see that just a little better back there. So yeah, $1,200 for these two. And that's fully fabbed and coated. Now, for the turbo, the G25550, that was $800 used. Precision blow-off valve, which is down here, and then that was $275, and then the pipe was done by me, and that was like $50 in materials. So $50, $75, whatever it was, pretty cheap for that. The wastegate, so it was a Comp 40 Turbo Smart wastegate. That was used. Where am I? So that was $200 used. I think new they're like $350. Downpipe and the material. So it was originally a Megan Racing downpipe. I don't know if you can see it down there. Probably not. But it was a Megan Racing downpipe, and it was cut and extended. The downpipe was $200, and then an extra $50 in material, which is not bad. Now, to run a Sidewinder kit, you need a custom drain, which is a 10 AN fitting, welded onto the OEM drain. $75. Yeah, burned through like 5 OEM drains before I contacted someone to go ahead and help me with that. All right, now we got the high pressure fuel pump that was bought used, and that was $700. The custom purge valve right here, and it runs all the way back. It's got those nice fittings on there. That was $220. Vented catch can, that was $190, and then this was like $100 back here for the other catch can. It's just a generic brand. Short throw shifter, 110. I mean, a lot of people hate on this one, but I've had this one for 2 years now, and it's been perfect, honestly. We have the front mount intercooler from CPE. This was $600. So, and it has been beautiful. It has held at every power level, so no complaints on that. We have a full exhaust from MBRP, and that was $550 with the standard tips. So that was $550 for that. Coilovers, $800 used for some BCs. Now, you saw some of the videos. We have some massive products on this car, pretty much the whole suspension. So the end links, $150. And you saw that video the other day. Some poser delete, which is right here, $40. Then we got this thing, $70. New bushings all the way around, $250. Front strut bar, $150 from Massive. What else? We got a Radium baffle plate, and that sits behind the manifold. Just helps with crankcase pressure and oil. That was $145. Jumping back here, we have the RS wing paint matched. My buddy paint matched that for me. It's pretty good. It's almost perfect, actually. That was $250. Adjustable massive control arms, $280. And then we got the rear strut tower. So we'll pop back here. Rear strut tower, and that was $250 from Massive. All right. Oh, and the battery relocation. So that's just back here. We got a video on that. If you want to see that, that was like $250, $300 in material, something along those lines. So, we got this generic piping here that I kind of made for the cold side. It was $150. I didn't like how the other ones were made. They like the exhale kits and shit like that. They were terrible. So I me and my buddy fabbed up our own. It just fits a lot better. It doesn't pop off or anything like that. Front lip is from eBay, $100. I had a beautiful carbon fiber one, and it just blew into a million pieces on the track, and that was like $400, and I'm never gonna do that again. That was terrible. So now I just go with the plastic eBay ones. Maxim Design rear valence. Got a review video on that. That was $275. My Funk Motorsports blankets. It was $300 for the both of them. And then I got some injectors, some extreme DI injectors. That was $1,100. Those sit right under there, noisy as hell. I got the pedal extender in the car, and I did a video on that. Best $40 mod ever. So $40 for that. That sits right back there. And then my crankcase breather right here, $70. So not too shabby on that. And those are necessary just for crankcase pressure and stuff like that. These cars have huge issues with that. So moving on. And I'm just reading off a list here. This is more, I guess, cosmetic. We got my carbon fiber wheel, which doesn't say ST or RS or anything on it. I just wanted it nice and carbon fiber with some perforated leather, something nice and clean. That was $500. Not terrible. We got my polished shift knob, $75. So I like the polished look. We got my ESR CR5s. Everyone's asking what this wheel is. It's 5-spoke. I do have new wheels coming for the car. I'm not going to spoil it, but they are 5 spokes. They just had to get re-drilled. But these were $1,200. And then my tires were $800. Do not cheap out on tires. These have got some meat. People ask me what the specs are on these tires. They are 225 40 18 92 width, and they are beautiful. I rarely break traction on these, and they hold pretty stoutly. And then we pretty much just have like miscellaneous stuff, which is pretty much just like, I would say, just lines, random stuff, things of that nature, you know what I mean? I would say, like, you know, we have drain lines, AN fittings, just random stuff like that, upgraded brake lines. I think that would be an extra $400-500 worth of stuff that went into this to make it not only roadworthy on this heat, it's like 98 degrees today, but track worthy as well. Braided lines. That brings up and spark plugs too. And that brings the total for this entire build: a reliable 415 wheel horsepower Focus ST2, $13,250 for this, for what you're seeing right here. And that's from bone stock all the way to what you see here. So, I don't know, you take that information of what you will, but yes, the total is $13,250 to get the car from bone stock to this. And that's 415 wheel horsepower on an E blend, a reliable 415. There's cheaper ways of doing it. You could skip out on a lot of these parts. Obviously, you don't have to do the Sidewinder kit, but a lot of this stuff you don't have to do. You could pretty much just throw a big turbo, intercooler, piping, and downpipe and make 380. But you know, everything that has been done to this car, you know, we checked off the reliability factor before we even started going this route. So the engine is somewhat bulletproof, in my opinion. So, you know, do with that information as you will. I know you get a lot of questions on how much this kit is or how much this costs to build. So there you go, $13,250 from start to finish, from bone stock to this. So yeah, if you guys, I mean, the car is pretty much done. The only thing I would want to do is do like a battle eye headlight, just for more airflow into the engine bay. And then obviously I have new wheels coming in the mail. They're, like I said, still 5-spoke, but new wheels, real wheels, I guess you would say, something a little bit stronger. But they are more of a show car look. But yeah, that's the car. As far as what's next, I don't really know. I still have some rear suspension work to do to dial in. I do a video on that, but other than that, I'm not really sure what the next step is. I don't know if I want to jump into a new car. Obviously still keep this car, but a new build, not really sure. So I guess we'll see. But yep, that's pretty much the build and the cost breakdown. I could link a lot of this stuff in the description as well, but a lot of it applies to your Focus and what you guys want to do besides the Sidewinder, because everything that I did was pretty much to bulletproof the EcoBoost or the EcoBoom, you know, heat management, crankcase pressure management, all that type of stuff that you want to get into. So that's pretty much the build. So again, let me know if you have any questions. I'll link a lot of this stuff down in the description that's on my car. And a lot of, it'll be more of the bigger items like intercooler, turbo, you know, just little stuff that you guys can pick up. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the description. That's pretty much the build list. Again, $13,250. Let me know if that's too much for this, waste of money, or it's a good deal. Let me know. Peace out.